We interact with artificial intelligence as if it is pure magic. You type a prompt into a clean software interface on your phone, and an answer materializes out of the cloud. But beneath that clean interface lies heavy metal and massive power grids. Training a modern AI model requires staggering physical infrastructure, running up compute bills in the hundreds of millions of dollars before a single user ever sees it. So who is actually building the physical engines running these massive systems for the world's biggest tech companies? Take a look at this chart mapping out the data center GPU market. This enormous 90% slice belongs to a single company, NVIDIA. To understand how they cornered this market, we have to look at the anatomy of their system, layer by layer, from the silicon all the way up to the code. Let's start at the very bottom, the hardware. This is the Blackwell AI superchip, packed with 208 billion transistors. Standard computer processors handle tasks sequentially. NVIDIA GPUs use specialized hardware called tensor cores, designed specifically to process the massive, parallel grids of numbers required by neural networks. To keep those cores from sitting idle, they are fed by high-bandwidth memory. This system pumps up to 10 terabytes of data into the processor every single second. But today's modern AI models, with trillions of parameters, are far too large to fit on a single piece of silicon. The math has to be distributed across thousands of processors at once, and those processors have to talk to each other constantly. The usual bottleneck in a data center is the connection between those separate chips, so NVIDIA built their own proprietary wiring, NVLink. This diagram compares data pathways. Standard server connections handle a narrow trickle. NVLink provides a massive multi-lane highway, moving 900 gigabytes per second. Scaled up, thousands of individual chips synchronize in lockstep, acting as one giant seamless supercomputer. A competitor might eventually design a single chip that rivals NVIDIA's speed. Replacing the entire nervous system of a server cluster is a much harder problem. The thickest wall protecting NVIDIA is completely invisible. It is a software platform called CUDA. CUDA acts as a translation bridge. It maps the high-level code an AI researcher writes directly into the specific electrical signals that drive the GPU hardware. NVIDIA released this platform nearly 2 decades ago. Because of that head start, the AI developer community has built an immense library of highly optimized plug-and-play tools natively on top of it. If an AI lab wants to buy a cheaper chip from a competitor, they have to abandon those pre-built tools and undertake the agonizing task of rewriting their core libraries from scratch. That software ecosystem locks developers in, turning every NVIDIA GPU into an indispensable AI appliance. When you offer the fastest silicon, the only viable cluster network, and the mandatory software standard, you become the sole arms dealer for an entire industry. The biggest tech companies on Earth have to pay up. Meta recently committed to buying hundreds of thousands of GPUs just to stay competitive. Amazon, Microsoft, and Google have essentially turned their massive cloud data centers into rental hubs for NVIDIA hardware. The companies that dictate the software we use every day find themselves entirely reliant on a single hardware manufacturer. But there is a structural vulnerability here. NVIDIA outsources its manufacturing. They rely almost entirely on TSMC in Taiwan, exposing the entire AI supply chain to heavy geopolitical risk. And their biggest customers are actively trying to escape. Google runs its own custom tensor processing units to reduce its dependency on external hardware. Yet these alternatives face a steep climb. Without an open, universally accepted software platform to replace CUDA, migrating a trillion-parameter model to a new chip is a logistical nightmare. NVIDIA engineered the physical motor driving the artificial intelligence boom, and more importantly, they paved the only roads those engines are allowed to drive on.